Did you know you can build a simple racing game in Python with just 60 lines using pygame? We start by importing and installing pygame with pip, install pygame, and additional the random module. Then, we use pygame to init and quit the game. Inside these, we first set up the display using the display set mode to 400 by 400 pixels. Then we initialize the time clock class we will use at the end to limit the frame rate to protect your device. Next, we set up the car, obstacles, and score. We first define a car using pygame's rect class at position x190 and y360 with a size of 20 by 40 pixels. This places our green car at the bottom center of the screen. The obstacles list starts empty. We'll add red obstacle rectangles to this list later. The initial score is set to 0, and we use the font class to set the size of the score display. We reset the game when the car hits an obstacle. We do this by creating a reset game function. Inside here, we reset the car position back to the bottom center, clear all obstacles from the screen, and reset the score to 0. After this, we create the game loop where we say running equals true, and while running is true, the game goes on. Inside here, we handle different things. First, we use the event pygame quit to end the game and stop the loop, setting running to false. The next part handles the car movement. This part grabs the keys that are currently pressed on the keyboard. The first check is, if the left key is pressed and if the car isn't already at the left edge of the screen, then we move the car 5 pixels to the left. The same goes for the right key. If the car isn't at the right edge, we move it 5 pixels to the right. Next, we handle obstacle spawning and movement. We use random to occasionally spawn new obstacles. The spawn rate starts at 8% and increases with your score, making the game progressively harder each frame. We create a new red obstacle at a random X position at the top of the screen and add it to our obstacles list. Then we loop through all obstacles and move them down by 4 pixels each frame. This creates the illusion that our car is racing forward while obstacles come toward us. For each obstacle, we check 2 things. First, if the obstacle has moved past the bottom of the screen, we remove it from the list and increase the score by 1. This means we successfully avoided an obstacle. Second, if the car collides with any obstacle using collidirect, we call the reset game function to start over. Now we can finalize the game visuals. First, we use the fill screen function to make the background black using RGB 000. Second, we draw the car as a green rectangle at its current position. Third, we draw all obstacles as red rectangles on the screen by looping over the obstacles list. Fourth, we render the score with the text score and the current score in white color at position 10x and 10y using the blit function. To see the movement and the updated score, we use the display flip function after every loop iteration. The final thing is to set the max frame rate of the game to like 60 frames per second to protect your device from overcooking the game. This also defines the car and obstacle speed. If you need more challenge, make this higher. And that's it. Run the game and let's see how good I am. While the car runs, you see all the objects. The car is moving well. The obstacles are spawning smooth as hell, the score updates, and when the car hits an obstacle, it resets and you can try again. Wow, my best score is 91. Beat me and let me know in the comments. See how high you can get your score. Have fun playing.